Alright. I think I'm gonna have to look around the audio a little bit just to be sure. Almost there. Okay, here we go. Do I come through fine? I'm a little quiet again. Let me check. How about now? It's a little better. Well, okay. I'm gonna get started now. You know, sorry, I spaced out for a bit. I wanted to make sure the audio was alright. It should be fine. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, let me see. So I was working on this for a bit. I finally, let me see if I have it here. Nope. There it is. I was working on restoring this for a bit. I thought it would suck if I was doing it on stream, so I took a break from streaming to finish this. And honestly, I think I got pretty close. It doesn't have to be perfect, I just needed the idea back. So, I am struggling a little bit. The main thing I need to get from this guy, I have to translate this pose to this other guy, basically. It's just uh, you can tell that this one's like way longer than this one, right? That's about it. So that's the only real struggle I'm having. Otherwise, it's actually coming out pretty alright. Like when you line these two up, it's pretty nice. I think the something's off. I'm not sure what though. This shoe's not good. I gotta fix that. You know, it's funny. I was actually the thumbnail might be a little confusing. I thought it'd be fun to use that one again because I haven't used it in a long time and I like that one. I was actually planning on playing Slay the Princess. At least play it in the background for this. But for some reason, the game won't start up, so I'm just gonna... I don't know, I just gotta deal with it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Hmm. Oh, right. I need to fix that. It's kind of bad, actually. Okay, it's pretty close. Almost got it. I'm just trying to finish the silhouette so I can go in and do the rest. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Do you think this purple's a little too light? Like, I want bold colors, but I don't want it to stand out too much. Okay. Alright, I think I almost got it all. You know, that's good actually. Yeah. Wrong one. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the issue there is the left arm sticks out too much. Is that? Oh, right, right. Wrong layer. Well, now I'm confused. Not. I think that's pretty good. Let me zoom out. Well, actually. It. Some, something's still wrong. I'm not sure what it is. I just realized you can hear me scratching away at my drawing pad. That's funny. Yeah, I need to find my case so I can put a new tip on this thing. It's worn down to a fine point. Well, When I said point, I just started thinking. I don't know why immediately my mind went to Lord of the Rings. I was thinking, like, that was the first time I heard the word pint, I think. I think I learned. I didn't learn what a pint was, I just learned that pints exist from Lord of the Rings. It was Fellowship of the Ring specifically. And it was the scene at the Trancing Pony. That's the name of the inn, I think. The Trancing Pony. And it was specifically Pippin. It was Merry. Merry got a pint first, and then Pippin said... Pippin said, they have pints. They come in pints. I'm getting one. I remember that. And that led to the scene of Frodo putting on the ring for the first time. And then Aragorn got really mad. Got really mad at Frodo for something that wasn't his fault, technically. Man, that makes me just want to watch Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings, honestly. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'd say I like it more, but it's close. The director of the movies is Andrew Jackson, right? That's his name, isn't it? I don't remember. I probably should, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just let his name die. Just fade into obscurity. But I really like the Ralph Bakshi adaptation. I couldn't really put it into words why I like it so much. So much. Just like at all. Really, I don't really know why I like it. I guess it feels more maybe authentic. I feel like the Andrew Jackson ones, they're incredible, but they might be a little try-hard too. Like, in terms of adaptations, that one absolutely is, like, the better one. I don't know, maybe I'm not a good judge of films. And try hard. That's like a... I feel like usually the term try hard is like negative. In their case, it's like it's very much a positive. It's like it's good that they were tryhards for that film, right? I think the first movie was a lot more grounded than the later ones, though. Especially the third one. By the end of it, it felt... I mean, I know that was the idea. It's like the escalation was kind of the point. But I kind of liked it more when it just felt like a grounded adventure with like woodland creatures and stuff. It was too much. I think I had the same... It reminds me of like the ending of Harry Potter. Like the last 2 movies? Maybe 3 even. There was just way too much going on. When in the beginning it was like just a fun little magical adventure. Too much. I know that's why people like those movies though, so You know, it's not really like I can't really judge it for that, I guess. You know, it makes me think of like how in Naruto, like the go-to move was throwing like knives at somebody, but at the end they were throwing at like planets at each other, you know? Too much. I just realized I'm saying like a lot. I almost said it again. I think it's basically like I said it again just now. It's basically my what do you call it? When people struggle to come up with terms, they'll have like these little things that they use to uh, fill in spaces, so there's no dead air. God, that's hard. That's really hard to stop doing. You know something funny I heard earlier today? I got reminded that there's such a thing as like a YouTuber voice or whatever, content voice, something. Like a voice that creators will put on so they don't sound like me, basically. Because I do sound weird. I sound like tired almost. Tired or bored, maybe? I don't know. I sound uninterested. Nice. Oh, but now it looks kind of weird. It looked weird before though because it was out of place. Now it is in place, kind of, but it. Oh, you know what? I I think I know how to fix it. Did I already say I couldn't get Slay the Princess to work? I think I said that. That's why I'm using Hollow Knight instead. I kind of want to. I was thinking, like, what if I played Hollow Knight on stream? I was thinking about it. I don't. I don't really feel like it though. I dropped Hollow Knight for a bit actually. I stopped playing like maybe I'm trying to think of how long it was. It was a while ago. I can't remember how long ago it was, but maybe a month, 2 months maybe. I stopped playing for a while. I was just getting tired of it. Yeah. Yeah, I was just kind of tired of playing Hollow Knight. It's a pretty exhausting game. It's like, um, this is such a lame thing to say, but it does feel like needlessly hard in some places. I wasn't expecting it to be such a heavy platformer, right? Like it's a Castlevania, what's it called? Metroidvania? Yeah. Style game. I didn't I didn't expect it to go so like honestly, I mean there's some places that are completely optional. Arguably all of them are optional except for this one area. I'm pretty sure you have to go through this area to get a key item. But this item is like, sorry, to get to this item, you have to go through the most difficult platforming area in the entire game. Nothing else is this difficult. And it's like, it's not even close. And I don't know why it's like that. That's like, I would say it was the most unforgiving part of the game. If it weren't for like me thankfully having an item that can like replenish my health by hitting enemies, that was helpful. But also, no, that was it. It was, if I didn't have that, it would actually be very unforgiving. I thankfully just had something that kept me from dying. You know, given I stayed there for like an hour grinding health. Hollow Knight's pretty cool though. It's a pretty cool game. I was playing what I think is the DLC, which is pretty short. It's like really short. You know, it's not like a DLC has to like be a second game. But it's interesting how it's basically summed up as like a fetch quest going back through the places you've already been to find like copy and paste enemies through it. You know what was a little disappointing for me? I think my favorite place was the B area in Hollow Knight. What was disappointing for me with that is just how that also lasts like 2 seconds, and then you're just done with it. I don't know if there's. I don't know. You know, it's kind of crazy also how bad you can mess up in that game. By mistake, I remember uh, I was in this area where you get these, this item for these blue things. You know, the blue health. Uh, right, you find a spirit that's attached to that area, and I accidentally used the dream nail on it and sucked it up. So I basically just killed that spirit. And it wasn't like, it didn't need to be taken away. It was actually at peace, I think. And I just took it away from that place. Which, you know, my bad. I'm wondering. There's some enemies there. I wasn't sure if you're supposed to, you know, the graveyard area. I don't know if you're supposed to exorcise all the spirits there. I left them alone because I felt bad, you know. But I think you are actually meant to do that because, like, you can spend time collecting spirit from just killing enemies, but that takes way longer than just beating like a big spirit. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'll go ahead and where's that one at? There we go. I'll go ahead and try to, if I can get to it, move this one around. I like the very subtle shadows I did on this. It's pretty alright. I wonder if the shoes should look more like this. Because I designed the shoes this way to look more like this one, but I'm not sure. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not too worried about the shoes in this image. I'm just gonna fix the legs. And the arms. I'm gonna just completely erase the arms real quick. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move these shoes down. I'm gonna hold on to them for later. Oh, I'm glad I checked. Jeez. Oh. Okay, yeah, that works. Alright. Honestly, just redrawing the arm the exact same way should be fine. Should be perfectly fine. Yeah, I should erase the part that's gonna disappear. Like this. Wow, I did that perfectly. It's crazy. So, Yeah, the arm's still too small. That's crazy. How big do I gotta make this thing? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's pretty close. Problem though, I think I might want to move this back a little, actually. Like maybe here? Yeah, I was just talking about Ralph Bakshi earlier. That guy has such a weird style with filmmaking. A style which I really like, but I'm not sure how to. I don't think surreal really puts it into words. I wouldn't call it. Maybe sometimes, but you know, that's more specific. I wouldn't call his work surreal as much as I would just maybe extra. Maybe just calling it extra sums it up well enough. I don't know. There'll be certain bits. I remember at the beginning of Wizards when they were introducing the mutants, the mutant faction in Wizards. There was an interaction between two like regular, sort of, just like regular goons, basically, just two regular like soldier guys. And it was just this I'm not sure how to put it. Okay, I get it now. Basically, he likes mixing genres a lot. In Wizard specifically, it felt like a very big mix between like sort of generic cartoon tropes of that time with like really serious, very gritty storytelling. I don't think that's the best way anyone could put it, but that's probably the best way I could put it. It feels like a World War II film with a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner sketch in the background. That's what it feels like. Honestly, it's a really interesting film. I really like it. Has like one of the gnarliest payoffs I've ever seen, also. If you're a fan of like really obscure animation, I'd recommend it. It's pretty interesting. Just be ready for some like. If you watch it, be ready for like really heavy material in it, because it gets rough. Like actually, like you get at some points you kind of forget that you were watching like a goofy cartoon a few minutes ago, and then it gets real, like real fast. It's kind of like going from like the the what time was it? It's kind of like going from the Smurf movie to watching Last Unicorn. Like the scene with the giant vulture, like that. I'm not talking about the 2000s Smurf movie either. That one sucks. I'm trying to remember what year it came out. 80 something, 1980 something, 83 maybe? A lot of stuff happened in 83. Yeah, it was 83. That movie was pretty alright. Oh, wait. Is that right? Is that the one? Uh, Hollow's Eve. Nah, these are holiday specials. Oh, here it is. God, they had a lot of stuff going on. Okay, the one I was referring to, it's called The Magic Flute, basically. That's that's the movie's title. It's The Smurfs and the Magic Flute. It's kind of weird as a Smurf film because they're hardly in it. They actually just they show up at like the midpoint and then they assist the main characters at the end of it and then it's done. They're kind of like a guiding mystical force in the film more than they are just. It's not their story, basically, but it's. Like, it's still kind of interesting. I kind of recommend that one also, just to check it out, because, like, it's not a bad movie. I don't think. I'm not even really sure how to, like, really break that movie down. Not right now, anyway. I feel like you'd have to just watch it to get it. Not get it as in, like, enjoy it, but just, like, get what it's going for, maybe. It's a pretty weird movie, the more I think about it. It's really strange. It's like, I like it more than the 2000 Smurf films, but it has the same exact problems as those movies. You know, it's like, you don't want to watch a movie about, like, why would you want to, you know, like the Alvin and the Chipmunk films, the live action ones that basically started that whole fucking trend of, like, fish out of water stories following, like, the human main character. Like, it started with them, but at the very least, they tried, in those movies, for the most part, they tried to mix the story with the human and the characters as much as possible. Like Dave in the Chipmunk story tried to mix them as much as they could. Because, you know, Dave, at least in the cartoons, was always there, you know. But when you, like, take it away from that, they try to apply, I don't know if it's the same studio that does this with every single IP they get their hands on, but they'll do this with every single thing, like, ever since those movies, because they were successful. They got, like, 3 sequels after the first one, right? Maybe even more. Like, they were successful movies. But ever since those movies, they tried to apply that same structure to so many other characters, and it didn't make any sense. I could be wrong, though. I mean, it might have started with Howard the Duck, I don't know. I've never seen the Howard the Duck movie. I just assume it's kind of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit sort of scenario. Well, no, because Howard the Duck is supposed to be like, in the movie it's a puppet? It's supposed to be like a grounded, like, Howard's real in that universe. Right? Yeah. Which, that doesn't make sense to me, because the point of Howard the Duck was he was supposed to be like a... Wasn't he inspired by, like Disney characters or something? Like, he looks like a DuckTales character a little bit. If I'm remembering him right. I haven't seen Howard the Duck in a while. I don't even know if I remember him correctly. Like, his gimmick was he was a detective, right? He was just like a generic detective, but he was also a duck. I think that's it. And it had a sort of, like, Fitz the Cat vibe to it. I brought it back to Ralph Bakshi with that. Fits the cat as in it's like cartoon characters with adult themes, right? That was probably one of the earliest cases of that. Honestly, it's funny that, like, back then, I mean, it's just funny to think history repeats itself in the funniest ways, honestly. Like, we had that in 2017 with, like, VivziePop's debut series. And maybe some other things that I can't really think of off the top of my head. Maybe Invincible? Invincible was around for a long time, but it was pretty underground. It was a part of the same, like, comic, the same publisher as Spawn, I think. That's why Invincible had a crossover with Spawn, where an alternate version of Invincible killed Spawn, which doesn't make any sense to me, but it's just for fun, so it doesn't matter. It's just funny. Those guys, they love having their characters kill off other people's IPs, which is funny. It's funny they do that. I remember there was a thing, people were getting mad because one of the artists drew Invincible flying. Basically, he like flew through Superman and put a giant hole in his body. And Superman fans were getting like really mad at him for it, saying no, that wouldn't happen. Like throwing power scaling logic at him. He was just baiting people for a reaction. It worked. Man, I'll just leave it like that. I just don't like having that line there. It's too long, but if I try to change it, it sucks. It's fine. Oh, no. What? No. Yeah, I'll leave it. So, is that good? It's gotta be. It's gotta be good, because otherwise... Yeah, no, I think that works, actually. I'm okay with that. But, let me see. Perfect. Honestly, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But how does it compare to the arm? Other arm, I mean. It's pretty alright, actually. That's pretty close. Yeah, no, that works. Okay. Now I just gotta add the legs. I'll just move this back over, I suppose. Well, if I can grab onto it. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. What was I saying? Right, I was talking about people getting mad about Fitz the cat and how that was similar to nowadays. Oh, right, I was going to say, it's funny that ever happened, right? Because I guess over time people got used to, Disney's brand of cartoons and thinking cartoons were more like family friendly. Despite the shit Warner Brothers was doing, but, aside from that, uh, people were used to friendlier themes in cartoons. And so, whenever Ralph Bakshi would make a cartoon with cartoon characters having like uh, I don't know, having like sexual intercourse or something, I guess they got a little upset about it. Oh, but I feel like I keep cutting myself off and like forgetting my point. The point is, like, that was already a thing though, like since the beginning with cartoons. I can't remember what studio it was, but they're the ones that made Frisk the Cat. I know, Fitz the Cat and Frisk the Cat, but I think I think that's the cat's name. I haven't seen that stuff in a while. It's the same studio that made Betty Boop. Remember? Probably not. You probably don't remember any of that. I only remember it because I grew up with that stuff. Oh wait, it's not Frisk the Cat, it's Fritz the Cat. Wait. Oh no. I'm getting the names confused now. So it's Fix Fitz Fit Fisks Fisk the Cat and Fritz the Cat, right? Fitz the Cat and Fritz the Cat. Fit. Oh no, I can't remember the names. That's crazy. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Whatever, I'm gonna look them up later. I don't care. Later. I hate that their names are so similar. I feel like that's almost intentional though. I don't know. I don't know if Ralph Bakshi was like a fan of old cartoons like that. He must have been because it feels so similar. Because if you look up like Golden Age animation from that studio, they were basically Walt Disney's competitor. If you look them up, you'll see like genuinely put it next to one of Ralph Bakshi's cartoons, and you'll see a lot of similarities. I think that studio also specifically inspired a lot of things from Cuphead. I remember one of their debut cartoons that they made, that's there was a character in there that Cuphead specifically referenced. It was the hand movements from. I'm trying to remember the name. It's one of the first enemies you go up against. It's the first boss. One of them. It's the flower. The. I'm trying to remember the flower from Cuphead. I can't remember its name. Man, I can't remember anything. It's all a blur to me. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's okay. You know, it wasn't intentional, but there's like a detail here that I don't have to add because the hand's in the way. It's funny. I do need to fix this arm though. Oh, wait. That should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. I think... Yeah, I need that. Oh, hey, Chaser. How you doing? Oh yeah, I thought I just put it in the background. I was actually going to use Slay the Princess music, but I couldn't get it started, so I'm using Hollow Knight instead. Oh, that's too bad. I hope you feel better, man. That's alright. Let's just move over there. Yeah, getting sick's never fun. Especially when you're an adult. At least when you're a kid, there's a perk to being sick. And I never get used to hearing my own voice. I don't know what it is, but just when I hear it, I'm just like, that's not me. It's so weird. Like, you know what I mean? Nice. Yeah, you're right. Oh, and as you can see, I'm finally able to work on these sprites now. Because I went off stream and restored this. Nope. There it is. This is what I was doing while I was gone. I was just trying to fix this thing because I lost it. That took me like... Honestly, I would have had that done in a day, but I got distracted. I started binge watching the 1999 Hunter x Hunter series. I thought it was pretty alright. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of got stuck doing that and forgot what I was doing. Yeah. It was nice though. I thought I could use the break. I was kind of thinking thinking about whether I wanted to do more or less streams. I think preferably less. I wanted to make I wanted to make them more interesting. Just if I can put more substance into them, I'd want to do that. Because most of the ones I've been putting out are pretty boring. Not like this one's any better, but, you know. Yeah. I've been struggling to think of a topic to do anything with. Because I've been thinking about posting videos too, but I just don't know about what. I started thinking it'd be kind of fun if I started posting videos about B films. I don't know how many people would want to see that, but if anyone would. But I thought it'd be fun, because it's something I wanted to talk about. I don't know, Chaser, have you ever heard of Mac and Me? It's a movie I watched this year, and it's really bad, but it's also actually really good, and I want to talk about it. It's weird. It's kind of hard to explain. It does fall under the so bad it's good, but in some places it's actually just good. It's kind of hard to explain. I do have a little bit of bias though in some places. It has one of my favorite tropes from 80s to 90s films. Characters in the background that sort of just start dancing, and it just sort of devolves into a rave, then into a mass panic, and everybody just starts scattering. I don't know why that was such a big trend in films, but it's in Mac and Me. I mean, maybe interesting. Certainly don't go into it thinking you'll enjoy the movie. You probably won't. it's it's not good. But I don't know. I just can't help but like the film for all because of the things that are wrong with it. It just feels so unique. It's like it's a film that can only happen once. But I mean, I'd recommend checking it out just to see it at least. Oh yeah, that's nice. Ah, yeah. Cats are nice. Hmm. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why I did that. Hey Chaser, isn't it neat you can hear my pen? That's what that clicking sound is. Glaze or... Glaze or flaming? Are you talking about the cat? That probably did sound like sarcasm. No, I actually really like cats. I was just thinking about something. Yeah, no, you can hear my pen. Oh yeah, the movie. Uh, I wouldn't praise the movie. Basically, the movie, a little background for it. It was produced, I guess, it was funded by McDonald's. I don't know who produced the film, but it was funded by McDonald's, and it was a McDonald's product, basically. And there's like McDonald's product placement everywhere in that film. Not even just McDonald's. There's product placement like in almost every scene from like for different products. different stores, different products. It's so weird. But that's also kind of what makes it fun a little bit. Obviously, product placement is terrible, but I love it. I think it's so funny. It's one of the reasons I like Moonfall. Just this, just insanely blatant product placement in movies. I love it so much. It ruins movies in the best way possible. Oh no, you're fine, Flame. That wasn't Flame. Oh man, that's crazy. I haven't talked to that guy in so long. No, no, you're fine, Chaser. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no, that was a latency problem. That wasn't you. Yeah, I hope he's doing all right. I think, did he show up when I started streaming again? Was he there? I don't know if he showed up for a second then dipped. Maybe. It's alright though. Uh. I wonder how Anti's doing on his game right now. Man, that's a mess. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I don't remember what he said either. I think he just said hi and I said hi back, and that was about it. I might have asked him something, but I don't know if he responded. I think he just came in to say hi and then went to do something else. Hey Chaser, who do you think's gonna finish their game first? Me or Auntie? I'm joking, by the way. It's obviously gonna be him. Would it show in the VOD? I mean, it might. Obviously, you can hear what I'm saying. Well, you know, if you try hard enough. God, that's crazy that even happened. But does it record the old chat log? Well, alright. I mean, yeah, if you can find it, go for it, man. I mean, to be honest though, I wouldn't really worry about it. I don't think it's that big a deal. Well, alright. Man, it's such a weird feeling hearing myself like 20 seconds after the fact. It makes me feel like a time traveler almost. It's kind of horrible. Hey Chaser, welcome back. That was fast. Oh, alright. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for checking that for me. That was nice. Uh-oh. Right. I completely forgot the ears are different. I might end up changing these ones too. We'll see. We'll see about it. I think one thing that's really made me want to get into making videos, I've wanted to try edit my own videos for a really long time. Like, I've done editing before. It's pretty fun. I just don't do it often. I never have a reason to. But if I started making videos, like, it'd be pretty fun. I think maybe... Yep, there it is. There we go. You know a big problem I've been having with this? I think the legs might still be too long, but I don't know, it's fine for now. I want to try and move on to the other sprites. Yeah, let's do this one. Is that potentially one of the edits I could do? You know, the more I think about it, it's not bad. You know an edit I've wanted to do for so long? It's so dumb, but I really want to do it. I want to get a clip of Kermit the Frog saying, "I'm a frog." I can't... It's this really specific... clip of him saying, "I'm a frog," that I want to use. And I want to mix it with... Have you ever seen Bart Simpson edit. Oh, you mean the say the line Bart edit that everybody does? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think. I'm just thinking of Simpsons now. The Simpsons. I feel like there's so many other clips people could use from The Simpsons. Like a lot of different clips. Which I guess isn't really that that big of a revelation because The Simpsons has like over 30 seasons now, right? It's more than 30, I think. At least 31. 31 seasons. Which, yeah, if a show's been going on for that long, you could probably take anything from it. Thinking about it though, even if The Simpsons wasn't, even if it was like 3 seasons long, you could still probably take anything from it. Because I feel like there's no real reason the steamed ham thing should have become a meme other than you can just turn anything into a joke, right? Hmm. Yeah, I should finish Hollow Knight. Honestly, I basically almost beat the game, but I stopped like right before the end. Uh, just because I kind of got tired of playing. Not because it's bad, but I don't know. I was just kind of burnt out at that point, so I just dropped it for a bit. I was wondering though if I was missing anything. I am still. I know. Uh, the game's been out so long that I already knew about the Moth boss like way before I ever even bought the game. So I'm just waiting till I get to that. And I'm either gonna have to kill all the spirits in the graveyard, or I'm just gonna have to grind for the soul point things. I mean, I might just have to do that anyway. I have no idea how much I can even get from all the residents, you know? Yeah, I heard there were two endings. I don't know which one's the true ending. I just know that the item I have, I can turn it into a different item somehow. Apparently, it's like a worse version. At least so I've heard. It sounds like a worse version of what I have. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to get it though. I assumed if I wore it and went into that one place, with the creature with the mask. It's this. I have no idea how to describe it, honestly. I imagine since you beat the game already, you'd basically have to restart from scratch to do it, right? Well, basically, the place I'm thinking of. Okay, let me see if I can draw it, because that's going to be easier for me. Way easier for me. Oh! Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like this. It's got like the weird black water at the bottom. And it's got like... Oh, you can't see it. It's got like these walls on the side. These walls on the side. And at the bottom, it has this little opening here that you go through. And on the other side, it goes like up here. And it has like this like thing. Like this with all these like webs and stuff. Do you remember this? I don't remember what this is called. Is it the Abyss? Yeah, the Abyss. Yeah, weird thing about this place. I thought this was going to be a boss area, but this was like the easiest one to get. Of like the 3 sleeping people, this was the easiest one. And I don't know why. Maybe they meant for this to be the first one you get, I don't know. Hey, did you finish Colosseum? Did you finish all 3 Colosseum things? I only did the first 2, because I realized if I did the 3rd one, I'd be freeing that one guy. I just didn't feel like it. Because I know what happens if I do that. Yeah, real though. I mean, the L's appropriate in my opinion. But yeah. What do you get when you finish the third one? Because I didn't do it. Do you get anything for it? I just assumed it was just to finish it and free that one guy who gets stuck in the cage. I can't remember his name. I think I'm gonna move this somewhere else. Yeah, that's good. Let me see, I might need to pull his leg in a little bit. Oh yeah, Zote. Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Percentage? Yeah. I remember the Zote Dream Boss. That is like one of the few things I still haven't done. I think I especially lost a lot of motivation because I realized at the end that uh there weren't any more medallions for me to find. I didn't think I'd find them all so easily, you know? Oh, really? That's interesting. It's funny they made it that way. You know, I've actually been on this a lot longer than I thought I would. I didn't think I'd take so long. I mean, to be fair though, I've only been streaming for like a couple hours.